Hello, this is Mike Swanson. I run the website WallStreetWindow.com. And I want to ask you something. Would you want to live in a missile silo? Because there's one for sale, and I've been wondering, is it real or not? I'll show you why the listing is pretty wild, but it is real, and you'll see why when we look at the listing. Uh, but first, let me explain to you why I'm got focused on this. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, before the stock market opening bell, I sent out a news digest. It's completely free and it has links to my articles and news stories across the internet that I think you really need to know about. Some of they're real, it's designed to be extremely informative and sometimes entertaining. And that's what leads me to the missile silo story. It's something that's kind of fun. It's entertaining to look at this. And you can get this all for free. Scroll below my video here in the YouTube, just go into the YouTube description. There's a link to subscribe for free. Now let's look at the missile silo. So here we are, York, Nebraska, and here's an overhead shot. It's all underground. It's basically the idea is you're going to buy an underground bunker. That way, you can ride out the apocalypse, whether that's climate change, nuclear war, and the nuclear winter that would come for a couple years, or I guess mass riots, whatever it is. You could go underground, lock yourself in there as long as you got enough food stored up, you got some generators, ride everything out, then come out when everything's kind of settled down. And that's an attractive idea to a lot of people. A lot of people are survivalists or like to think about that sort of thing. Other people may not want to ride out these tough situations, just say, I'm shit, it's just too crazy. But here we got the overhead shot. So let's see what this would actually look like if you were to buy it. Well, here's the entrance, just a little tiny door right there. I guess you drive up to it, and it looks like they got a little fence to keep people out. But if the apocalypse was there, that fence wouldn't last very long. And here's the old the missile would be below here. It was a Atlas missile, and this thing was built in 1962. Missile does not come with it, thank goodness. I'm sure if you do a big enough search, you can find some other missile silos for sale in the United States, but missiles are not included. And that's a good thing. We don't need people buying, nuclear missiles and, some idiot or nut presses the wrong button by accident. We don't need that. Missile not for sale. Here's another shot of the door. It looks like it's got an alarm on top. And here's a graphic of what the underground layout. Basically you got what was the control tower, which is now converted into a living space, and then a tube that goes to the missile bay. And we'll see all this stuff. So here's you open the door up, you walk down these stairs. Here's a other angle going down. Now you approach this, you're getting towards the living space. You're getting closer to the living space. You're about to walk into the living space. And this is the shot that made me think, is this for real? I wouldn't want to live in here. Look at this. This is the living quarters, the way they've dressed it up. This just doesn't look very appealing. Look at the closet on the right where you get this little chair. Look at that stove. Is that really going to work? And here's another angle from the other side. Notice that bathtub. And here's another shot. The bathtub's now closer in view. That's the bathtub, and the toilet's essentially a bucket. There's no privacy there. Is that not designed for multiple people to be living in the way this is laid out. And you can see this shot of a really crummy bed, a table, and look at that TV in the background. I guess there's two beds right there, or a sofa that could also be a bed. But whoa, I mean, this is like a serial killer's living space or someone really creepy, really weird. Made me wonder, is this for real? Can this be for real? But you'll see it is. Look at this kitchen. Look at that. That microwave is supposed to be your stove, I guess, or I guess you use that heating stove. Here's another shot. Another shot, another angle. I guess that's another escape hatch if you really get scared while you're in there. And now we're going up to the next level down, which is, I guess they're using it as a storage area. But so basically you got two circular areas for living quarters. It's a total of about 1,200 square feet. Now we go down to the tunnel that's going to take us to the missile bay. And look how rusty that is. And here we are. Here's the missile bay. No missile in it, thank goodness. We don't need anyone buying a missile. And that concludes our tour. So how much do you think this is for sale? Answer is $550,000 on a 6-acre lot. It costs you about $3,500 a month in mortgage payments. Now, I noticed this listing a couple of weeks ago, and when I load up today to share with you, it's now pending for sale. Wasn't pending for sale when I first noticed it. So that's what makes me think that this isn't real listing and someone is really paying up for this, in my opinion. And if you want to buy it, you're going to have to wait to see if the sale falls through. Maybe the person will have second doubts for one reason or another, and then you can put your bid in. So pretty wild situation here. And I was curious, here's where York, Pennsylvania is, near Omaha. Looks like it's about 75 miles away from Omaha, about 30 miles away from Lincoln, Nebraska. Biggest city would be Kansas City. So there's probably other missile silos out there. I think they had about 2,000 Minutemen missiles at the peak of the Cold War. So that's a curiosity. Now, if you like this video, hit like, and YouTube will know, hey, these kind of missile silo videos are something people are interested in. But I'm interested in all kinds of topics: economics, investing, news. And if you want to get my next video update, hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell next to it, and YouTube will send you an alert as soon as my next video is up. And I'll be talking with you later.